against Fidemaster CM Vandal, who actually was able to finish in 2nd place in the European Youth Chess Championship. Let's go bishop c5 here. Knight f6. a6 is a line which I often play. The idea is to put the bishop on a7. Let's go d6. Bishop a7 in this position. What do you do here? I think I castle. Yeah, but this allows knight g4. This is a very fun line, guys. Rook f1. This I wasn't expecting at all. I think I can go king h8 with the idea of knight h6 and then f5. Yeah, let's try that, guys. The idea of f5. I think this is theory, if I remember correctly. I want to go f5 and maybe push f4 and try an attack on the king side. This is very fun to play for black, guys. I'm really looking forward to playing it. I've actually studied it, and it's the first time I get to play it. Of course, I don't remember the moves very well, but a little bit. Let's try f5. If b5, I'll maybe go knight a5 or something. Yeah, or knight e7. Oh well, I mouse slipped the knight to a5, so it's too late now to think about it. Let's try f4. It's risky. I'll try it. Now I just want to go g5, g4 and crush my opponent on the king side. Let's see if I will be able to. And let's try queen f6 in this position. Defending my pawn on e5. Yeah, this has the potential to become a very interesting game. Okay, this is probably smart by him. Let's go rook d8 or rook e8. I'll go rook d8 in this game, I guess. He'll go queen e2, I think. And what do I do next? Okay, this is clearly also possible. I guess I'll go bishop b6 to defend my knight on a5. Next, I want to develop my bishop on c8, probably. Get it into the game. I want to push g5, g4 as well, but I'm not sure if it's too risky, because it really could end up being too risky. Let's say g5 and c4 with the idea of bishop c3. I'll just keep it simple and go bishop e6 in this position, and then I will take on e6. Yeah, I think it's roughly equal. Maybe I shouldn't have pushed f4 because I don't get too many attacking chances. Let's take on b5, I guess. This seems tempting. I don't know why, but it's tempting somehow. I wonder how my opponent will take. Wow. This move I missed, to be honest. I have the move knight c6, fortunately, so I'm not losing a piece after all. Yeah, I missed it. If bishop a7, my opponent takes on a5, but I have knight c6, I think, and I'm not losing a piece. Or I shouldn't be, at least, so yeah, that's nice. He goes bishop c3, maybe. Can I play bishop takes c5? Yeah, I think bishop takes c5 would be very possible then. Okay, what do I do now? I can take on b4 and go bishop a5. This seems like a reasonable reaction at the very least. How to play? Can I take on a2 as well, or is there any point in doing that? Then comes rook takes a2. I don't know, chess is a difficult game, guys. I guess I'll just take here and go bishop a5. Why not? I don't see anything better anyways. I have the bishop here, so I should be marginally better here. I guess I'll go b6 to defend my pawn on b7. I'll pre-move queen takes e6. Yeah, I've played this way too slowly. And yeah, my opponent is starting to find the ways to get a lot of play here. I have to go knight f7, but this is really not what I wanted. I think he can take on b6 now, and then take on e5 later, I'm afraid. So that's a bit unfortunate. I'll pre-move taking on b6 with a bishop, I guess. Yeah, it's 3 plus 0, so eventually it will be a flagging battle, which is very unfortunate because I have a touchpad. But okay, I'm still going to... Oh, he's using a lot of time, I wonder why. Wow, I just blundered a pawn, guys. But okay, I think I have a tiny bit of play for it at least. Let's try g5 with the idea of g4. Gotta try something at least. It's very aggressive, but... I mean, I'm worse here if I don't try it. I don't have enough compensation for the pawn at all. This is smart. Let's go queen g6 and put pressure on this e4 pawn. I'll go how to play next. I'll just go rook f8 to prepare the move g4. Yeah, I simply want to go g4 in this position. My opponent is playing this very slowly, which is good news. Let's go king g7, but then there is rook f5. So just go here, and then go knight h6 or something, I don't know. I'll try it. Wow, my opponent just hangs this. Let's push g4 next. Take with the knight, of course. Then maybe rook g8 or something is tempting. Wow, guys, what a lucky win. Yeah, I was clearly on the verge of losing there. Hey, hello, Pint1206. Yeah, let me just edit the score, guys. Yeah, this was a very lucky win. How do I edit it? I went to the wrong place. I think I go here. Then done, maybe? Yeah, I'm just quickly trying to edit the score, guys. But I'm failing in the process. Oh wait, now I see why I am failing. I think I should be able to edit the score now. Was I able to, guys? I think so. Alright, I will accept his rematch now. Yeah, to win, guys. Let's go d4 in this game. Yeah, it was kind of undeserved, but you know, you gotta take those wins sometimes. Hopefully my opponent is a bit tilted. Knight c3. e4, I guess. And then I'll try this system with h3. It's very interesting. According to Frode Urkedal, it is the refutation of the King's Indian, which is a very ambitious thing to say, of course. a5 isn't slightly inaccurate. The best move is knight a6, because after knight a6 now, knight e2, knight c5, I can go knight g3 and defend the pawn very conveniently. Yeah, I think f3 is how you play this, and then go knight g3, but who knows. Maybe you go bishop g5 here, I don't know. Also, maybe I could have taken on h5. I'm very unsure about what you do after h5. I should definitely check it out after the game for sure. I'll go queen d2, I guess. Maybe knight g3 next. I haven't decided yet. I might. Why not? I wonder if h4 is possible, but then there is the move knight b6, threatening the pawn on c4, as well as the pawn on g4. However, if my opponent... Yeah, you can see the score. Yeah, P2006, that was lucky indeed. Is bishop f2 necessary? I think it is necessary, yes. Now a bishop g2 is a possible move to play just to defend this pawn. I guess that's what I will do. But I think his queen is placed very strangely on f6. It's not a maneuver which impresses me. Yeah, I think I can go g5 and pick up my opponent's pawn on h4 now. And I suspect I'm just winning a pawn. Let's go bishop f2, I suppose, with the idea of h4. He's threatening knight d3. I guess I'll go knight c1. It's a bit passive, but it defends against his threat. I guess I want to go a3 next to push his knight out from b4. That seems pretty reasonable to me. I also want to push h4, h5 in this position and try and go for some kind of attack. Yeah, I wonder if he has anything besides knight a6 here. I'm sure he's calculating pawn takes e4, which is interesting, but I don't think my opponent gets enough compensation here. I would be very surprised if pawn takes e4 is a good move. So I think he needs to go knight a6, and then I guess I'll go h4, continuing with my plan. And now I'm very curious about what he will do next. I can take back with the knight too, actually, which is a bit interesting. I'll just take back with the pawn, I guess. Yeah, I gave him a lot of compensation, to be honest. But still very unclear position. This is the thing about the King's Indian. It's so unclear, guys. Let's try knight d3, but then there is knight b3, I guess, so I shouldn't allow that. Can I castle? I'll try the very risky castling move. I don't think my king is in that big danger, because I don't see how my opponent is going to attack it. Is b4 possible? I think b4 is a pretty good move in this position, kicking my opponent's knight off its active place. Because knight takes b4 isn't possible in the end of the variation. Let's just go knight d3 to defend our pawn here on a5. Then maybe bishop e3 to try and trade off a couple of rooks. Seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, now it's starting to look pretty good for me, as if I'm just an entire pawn up. Which I hope is the case, and it seems to be the case. I don't see my opponent's compensation. I guess I want to push c5 next in this position. Maybe I want to play knight b5 and be a bit pesky with my opponent's pawn on c7. Wow, he goes for this. That was unexpected. I wonder what his idea is with the taking here. Okay, but I don't think he should be so eager to trade everything off, because now this endgame should be very good for me. What to play here, though? Is knight b5 possible? I guess I'll just go knight f2, and then knight b5 next move. Seems reasonable to me. This I really wasn't expecting. I guess I'll go bishop g2 back. Yeah, I think I can do it, but wow. I let his queen get a bit too active, I think. But I'll just take on g4 and go knight b5, I think. Attacking my opponent's pawn on c7. Oh no, I'm not attacking it at all, guys. What am I thinking about? Oh no, that was unnecessary. Is pushing c5 an option? Yeah, I think pushing c5 leads to a favorable structure. If my opponent takes on c5. Yeah, it should be good for me. Oh, but he gets to take on e4. I guess I'll have to take on e4 and just push my pawn. I guess that's the way. Yeah, I clearly misplayed it, but I don't know. He's very low on time, so I should be able to flag him nevertheless. Queen g2, then there is queen d1, so I can't really play it. Let's try king h2. Yeah, what will my opponent do next? Let's push our pawn. Okay, but now I just got a queen and I'm up an entire piece, so that should be enough. Let's give a check. Let's give another check. Yeah, hopefully my opponent doesn't have a perpetual in this position, which I'm afraid he does. Yeah, yeah, guys, very sad draw there. I could have won that game. He played against the Grandmaster who tried to Scholar's Mate TP in 2206. Oh wow, what a cheeky Grandmaster. Right, let's write down the score. So 1.5 against the 0.5. There we go, done. Then I guess I can accept his rematch offer. Let's see what he will play now. Let's try the Caro-Kann this game. And go d5. I wonder what he has prepared against the Caro-Kann. Let's go bishop g6. This is the main line so far. Yeah, he just goes for the main line, I guess. Let's take on d3 and go e6. Knight f6. So far it's just very common theory. Yeah, here c5 is the main line. Queen b6 is also possible to play here though. And here, yeah, there is a very sharp move d5. Knight takes d5, knight f5. Then bishop f6, knight d6, king f8. I think it leads to very drawish positions in some of these variations, unfortunately. But not very many people are brave enough to go d5 in this position. Bishop c3 doesn't look... I don't remember this move at all, so I think it's just wrong. But I need to find a way to try and punish it. Let's try rook c8. But then there is maybe pawn takes c5, yeah? Yeah, then there is pawn takes c5. I guess I'll try queen b. Maybe this move isn't so stupid as it looks. Yeah, it's not so stupid at all. I guess I'll try queen b6. And then I guess I can pre-move taking on c5 with the knight. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check out this move, bishop c3. Hello, Mattestreak, welcome to the stream. I'm playing a streamer battle against CM Vandal. Knight e5 is interesting, but can't I just take it and go knight d5? Let's try that, guys. Then I guess I want to castle next, maybe. But which sides should I castle? Let's try castling queenside, actually. I think it looks interesting in this position, so I already get a rook in the d file. Is queen c6 possible? Yeah, let's try queen c6 in this position, I guess. I wonder if knight b6 is an idea I have in some positions. Probably. What to do here, guys? Is b5 possible? b5 looks a bit weakening, so I don't really want to play it. Is knight f4, then there is maybe knight takes c5. What plays rook d7 a pass? Let's try rook d7 and just double the rooks on the d file. That seems like a reasonable plan to me. Wow, this comes as a pretty big surprise. I guess I'll take on d6 and then what to do next. This is an interesting decision by my opponent, which I didn't consider seriously enough, perhaps. Yeah, the pawn on g7 is a bit hanging. Let's try just rook g8, keep it simple, just protect the pawn. And I just want to take on d6 next. That's my simple idea. Try and take the pawn while I can. Is f6 possible? Then there is bishop h2. Yeah, I might have misplayed it a little. Let's try b5 and then king b7. Though it's a bit risky, I don't think it's the best of ideas. But okay. Now let's try c4. Maybe a6 here. But I don't see a purpose with that move, huh? What to play now? Let's be very ambitious and go f6. This is extremely risky, guys. Don't try at home. That's the only thing I can say. Don't try this at home, kids. So we'll take on d6. Yeah, he'll be able to take on a7, but I think this endgame is roughly equal, to be honest. It shouldn't be bad for me. Should be completely fine at the very least. I mean, I also have a little tactic in mind to go rook here, and now I'm threatening knight c3 after, for instance, bishop c5. Let's go e5 in this position. Maybe knight f4 is what I want to play next. Yeah, I think it's a very decent ending. Let's go king b7 perhaps. So I'll go rook here and then king c6 next. I have better control over the d file, but usually the bishop is good with the rooks. But I think I have a lot of play here due to active pieces. I mean, also his bishop is a bit in danger. I wonder if the vigorous f4 is possible. But I think I just take the pawn and I'm happy. Okay, he's thinking for a long time, which is very good. Let's try and go king c6 next. Wow, this looks very anti-positional. Now I get knight c3 at some point. What to do next? Let's try and go rook here with the idea of rook a4. Though I don't think it was the best of ideas, to be honest. I'll just go back. Yeah, what's the idea for winning this position, guys? I don't see it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go here. I didn't see anything better, to be honest. Let's try and attack his pawn. Wow, my opponent just hung a rook there. Wow. I just missed that you can take these pawns. Wow, guys, that's not nice. Let's try and get a king on e4 at least. Oh wait, now I get to take a couple of pawns. King g6 and then I need to take it for sure. Let's go knight c6. Push the pawns a little. Now it's just about mouse speed, guys, and yeah, this is what happens when I play on a touchpad. Yeah, when you play on a touchpad, it takes like 1 second plus to make a move. This was a very important point, guys, so that is unfortunate. Yeah, that's CM Vandal, George. Wow, yeah, I know, but I don't have a mouse available, George. Wow. Right, I'll have to change the score. But I feel as if I'm playing better than him, so I should have good chances of winning this match. Yeah, I should definitely use a mouse, but I guess when I've earned enough money on Twitch, I'll buy a mouse. Let's go d4. I really like the position I got last game, so I guess I'll go for it. Go for the same stuff as last game. Let's go c4. Now he changes openings. Let's go knight f3, I guess. e3 next. And what to do here? Let's go b3. I think this is how you can play it. Let's try bishop b2. Knight d2, bishop d3 next. I think I can get away. Yeah, let's castle. Yeah, this is definitely playable for black. I know this is some variation you can play, but it shouldn't be dangerous. I don't know if I can go knight e1 with the idea of f3 here. Let's try the very strange move a4 with the idea of bishop a3. But he can just go queen e7, I think. Then I at least go queen c1 with the same idea of bishop a3, because his bishop on d6 has a lot of potential. Yeah, let's try queen c1, hoping to exchange off the bishops on a3. Continuing with my plan of bishop a3. Yeah, it would be really fun to check out his stream after the game. That would be really nice. Okay, bishop a3 is what I want to play here for sure. Let's do it. Because without this bishop, his attack isn't nearly as powerful. Let's take his bishop and go, huh? Knight e5 or knight e1? That's the question. Let's try the ambitious knight e5. I think it should be okay for me. Do I go queen c3 or f4 here? I wonder. Which one of those two moves should I go for? I'll go queen c3, I guess. Maybe f4 is coming up next. Yeah, my opponent has a lot of pawns on light squares, which is clearly not in his favor because he has a light squared bishop. So he has a lot of weak dark squares as a consequence of this. I'm hoping to be able to use those weak dark squares somehow, but who knows. I'll try and go f4. Sure. If knight e4, I'll take with the bishop. Yeah, okay, I'll take with the knight. I do have a very bad pawn structure, but I think I get a lot of open lines and stuff in return. So I should have some compensation. Let's try king h1, I guess. Yeah, risky move. I'm not so sure about it, to be honest. Yeah, maybe I misplayed it slightly, but I still think I have an okay position. Roughly equal, maybe. If bishop e4, I wonder what I'll do. I guess I'll go queen d4, or... Okay, sure. I should definitely consider taking on e4 at some point, but then I guess my pawns become even weaker. So yeah, I misplayed it, guys. Well, thank you so much for the follow, Noob Study. I hope you're enjoying this stream, man. c5, I guess I'll go queen b2. Yeah, this is logical, just trying to develop the bishop. And what do I do now, guys? Is a5 possible? I don't think a5 is too great. But should I just try it? I don't think it's good though. What about b4 here? I'll actually take on d5, I think, and go b4 or something. Yeah, let's try it. Just trying to play on the light squares. Sorry, on the dark squares. After c4. If he goes this way, he has given up the d4 square. Yeah, let's try rook c1. Yeah, I misplayed it for sure, and now I'm not better. At all. So I'll take here and go queen e2 or something. Wow, I just blundered knight g3, guys. I just missed this move, wow. But at least my opponent also gives up a very powerful knight if he takes an f1. So I can hope to have a little bit of compensation. Not enough, but some. Okay, now I have queen f2, so this move surprises me. But then my opponent has knight takes f1, yeah? So I guess I need to go rook f2, but then there is knight e4. Yeah, guys, I misplayed it greatly. Let's try queen d4, I guess. Oh wait, but then there is a rook hanging. Yeah, I'm going to have to try this, guys. This is very unfortunate. The only thing I do is I have a really good knight. Wow, I blundered this as well. Wow, what a terrible game. What a terrible game, guys. You know, I'm still going to have to find some resource here. Then I can try fighting. I don't know if knight to h4 is possible. Let's try it. Doesn't seem too great, but you never know. Let's try queen f3 maybe. Or queen h5, I guess, is more aggressive. But yeah, now it really is just over. Yeah, he has knight f2. Yeah, I guess left to take. Go how to do next. Yeah, this is bad, guys. This is looking really bad. Okay, you can take here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Wow, why did I take on f5? That comes as a surprise, but okay. Wow, guys, what a sad game. Why didn't you capture the knight with a bishop? Yeah, I should definitely have done that. Let's go c6 again, guys. Yeah, I forgot to edit the score, but I guess I'll do it after this game. g6. I have to be very careful not to tilt now. And try and keep mental balance. Because you play very bad chess if you're tilted. So this is something I need to avoid. Because I know I can play good chess. Let's try queen b6 again. Yeah, I should definitely check this out afterwards. For all I know, I could be playing idiotic moves, bishop c3 and queen b6. I haven't seen the move bishop c3 before. Maybe it's an original line they play in Holland or something. Let's try taking on c5 with the knight, I guess. Maybe castling next. You can also go knight a4, but then there is bishop d4, bishop c5. It could potentially be interesting though. I mean, why not? I'll give knight a4 a try, I guess. Bishop d4, bishop c5. Huh. Yeah, queen c4 is a smart move, of course. I think I need to go queen a5. Wow, this is a very ugly move, but I think all other moves simply lose. So this move loses as well due to bishop takes c5. Wow, that's rough, guys. That's rough. I should have gone queen b4. Why did I not go queen b4, guys? Yeah, I should just have gone queen b4 because now he just wins a piece. It's terrible, guys. I don't like it when my opponent wins my pieces. I prefer to win his pieces instead. What do I even try in this position, guys? How do I even untangle and unwind? Usually I'm incredibly good at comebacks, but here it looks incredibly difficult. What should I try? Yeah, guys, so sad. What's my favorite opening as white? d4, I guess. What to play? Let's go queen a4 and then knight d7 or something. Just trying to castle, really. Yeah, just playing an entire piece down. Wow, let's try a5, I guess. Trying to open up the a file and generate some counterplays. Yeah, I see no reason to resign because no games have been won by resigning, so why should I resign? Currently I want to take on b4, so my opponent needs to play some kind of careful move. I think knight f5 might be good for him, but then he has to calculate at least a little. Let's just take on b5, to be honest. Let's take a pawn at least. Rook a6 maybe. Queen a4 or queen c6. I guess queen c6 it is. Yeah, I think my opponent had knight e5 in this position. Striking e7, rook c4 now and then queen b5 is what I'll have to play. Yeah, on the verge of losing, but he needs to make some kind of careful move next. As a4. It's got a4. Okay, now I have to take and go rook d8 or something. And now it's suddenly starting to look very bad. Yeah, fine, I'll have to resign because I'm just down 2 pieces. 2 pieces is even too much for me. Yeah, you gotta always try, guys. But wow, I think I've tilted a little. I should definitely come back. Yeah, okay, 3.5 points for him. Oh wow, guys, what a terrible match. But you know I can come back. I know. I've been down in these terrible situations many times before, and I've managed to save a couple of them. So this is why I know I can come back. Let's go knight f3. e3 next. This is possible to play. I think you go knight c3 in this position. Then h3. g4, knight e5. I think this is how you play it. I'll try queen b3. Yeah, it's always confusing what you do now. Try bishop d2. I think honestly my opponent can take on e5, but I guess it's just some kind of position after that. Okay, bishop b4 doesn't look too great, to be honest, intuitively. Guess I'm just gonna take and go bishop g2. And then just castle and just develop the pieces. Yeah, but now I have the bishop here, so I think I have some chances. I think, yeah, now it's a... Okay, I take on c3 with the bishop, I guess. Then I take on c4. Why did my opponent take on c4? He wants to take the bishop pair away from me, which is very sensible. Let's try and castle. And I think I'll take with the b pawn if my opponent takes here. Okay, he doesn't. Let's try a4, I guess, with the idea of a5. Maybe a6 next. Sure. I can try a6, but my opponent is threatening knight takes g4. So I have to be careful and go queen e2, I think. Yeah, this isn't what I was counting on, but sometimes you have to change your plans. I mean, I don't want to lose to knight takes g4 tactics, so queen e2 is necessary. Or else after a6 there is knight takes g4, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm very happy when my opponent castles, because he no longer has the open h-file. Let's try and preserve the bishop pair with bishop d2. Now I can finally say confidently that white is much better. I'm down on time. Let's try a6 to weaken his pawn structure. This I think is a very logical move. Now I am very happy with my position. Wow, I can just take on b7, I think, though. Okay, what do I do next? Bishop e1 or e4? I'll try and give up the bishop pair back with this strange e4 move. And then go d5. Do I give him the d5 square, which I probably shouldn't have done? Yeah, I shouldn't have done that, I think. Let's go rook a4 with the idea of rook c4. G5 is very slow. I don't like this move too much, but maybe it's not that bad. Go rook here to protect the pawn on b2. Yeah, I wonder if I can invade on his king side. That would be the dream. So he goes rook c8, and what do I do next? h4 at some point. Yeah, if rook hc8, I would gladly play h4. I don't know if right away, but maybe. And then go g5 or something, try and generate counterplay this way. I think I'm slightly better, but I've misplayed it a little. Now let's try h4 and then go g5. Going all in. I'm gonna go queen g4 next and pick up the pawn on h4. Let's take on c6, I guess, and go bishop e4 in this position. King h1. What I'm doing is very risky. I want to go g6 next, try and open up my opponent's king a little. Yeah, he wants to take this pawn on d4. Let's protect it with rook c4, I guess. Wants to go down here. How do I protect against that? Now suddenly I gave him the initiative, yeah? Let's try queen f1. I want to go g6 next, of course. Try and break apart my opponent's king side structure. Okay, I guess I'll do it. Yeah, I misplayed it a little. Can just take, I'm afraid. Yeah, let's go rook c6, try and take on e6, but now I feel as if I've misplayed it. But maybe it's not too bad, because I have some ideas. Just lets me take here, wow. That is surprising. And what do I do next? Just go e6, maybe give a check. Next, yeah, this wasn't the best of moves. Try queen c1 after knight e3. And then just pre-move taking on d1. So for a draw. Yeah, now he's just winning. I'm afraid he just won the match, guys. Yeah, wow. It was fun while it lasted. Okay, let's add the score. Yeah, I don't know. It simply tilted after... sure. Yeah, I simply tilted after I lost on time when I was completely winning and my opponent had like 1 second left. So that's unfortunate. But okay, I mean, I'll still play the 2 remaining games. Let's go bishop a7. No, d6 is the move, of course, but my opponent doesn't punish me. I think he could have gone bishop g5, and that would have been strong. Yeah, very sad, guys, but what can I do? What can I do? I think this is possible. Let's just castle. We'll take with the rook, I guess, on a7. If he takes, I'll go bishop e6, or I'll go rook e8 with the idea of bishop e6. Yeah, I just gave him knight g5, but he didn't notice, fortunately. Is knight a5 possible? I think so. Let's try it. Yeah, I just gave him knight c4, guys. It's a bit unfortunate. I have to go b6 now, and I have to get a very ugly pawn structure. But it is what it is. I'll go here, I guess. Knight d7 next, maybe with the idea of knight c5 or something. Seems reasonable to me. But this just hangs upon on e4. Or, yeah. Goes rook e1, and I need to make an accurate move here. What to play? Just go queen d5 maybe, or I guess. Yeah, he can take on e5. I shouldn't have allowed that. I'll try knight c5. Wow, what a bad move, knight c5, guys. I just missed the pawn on c7 is hanging now. Wow, guys, terrible. Unbelievable. Yeah, that is unfortunate. What is the Geary reaction? Well, how Geary reacted after he won a match against Magnus Carlsen. Yeah, I'll take on e5, I guess. Yeah, this is miserable. My pawn on d6 is hanging in the end. Yikes, guys. Guess I have to take and go queen d5 or something. Yeah, I have very little winning chances here, of course, unfortunately. Let's go rook c8. Let's try h6, maybe. Queen d6. Trying to pin his rook, maybe. Let's try, and now I'm threatening rook takes f2. I'm not sure if it even is a threat, yeah, but okay, I guess I'll just take and go king f7. Yeah, this was very bad by me to go into this ending. I think he has very good chances of winning it. I'll try and hold. I think it's in my favor to trade off a pawn, so I guess that's what I will do next. Yeah, I should have gone king e5, I guess. Yikes. Let's push e5. This is risky because pawns don't move backwards. Let's try king e6. With the idea of king d7, and then I will win this pawn on c4. That's my idea, at least, trying to hold this losing endgame. Can I do a Giri reaction? Okay, sure. I don't remember exactly what he did, but okay, now it's just a draw, yeah? Now it's a draw. Just need to play this a bit carefully, and I have the draw secured. At least I'm pretty sure it's a draw. Can I go e4 here? Then there is rook f8, so probably the answer is no. Let's try and go from behind. That sounds pretty wrong, try and go from behind, but it is what it is. Let's try rook here with the idea of e4. But yeah, I'm not even threatening e4, unfortunately. I think I can go e4 in this position, though. And just push my pawn. Yeah, now I have a very easy draw. Ah, wait, he has this move. This I missed. Let's go rook f1. Wow, he has this move. I missed that. Wow. So sad. I thought I had a good position there for a moment. My happiness was short-lived. Yeah, it's just winning endgame for him, isn't it? Yeah. What a sad loss, guys. Yeah, he just needs to get his king closer. Okay, let's offer him a rematch. I'll just change the score. Which links? Ah, I see. Some links were sent and Twitch censored them. Okay, I see. Done. Okay, let's go d4. I'm just going to go for the system I used the first time I played them. And I completely destroyed them, so I'm going to try this system again. See if I'm able to trick him this time. Yeah, knight g4 is what he went, and then f6, bishop c1. Let's see if he has learned the theory here. Nope, he has not. Knight e7 is incorrect here, and white has a big advantage already. Okay, that's nice. I want to push h5 next in these positions, open up for my rook on h1. I think you go h5. Let's go knight h2. Gave him f5 though, yeah. Shouldn't have given him that. Let's try knight g4 with the idea of knight f2. Seems original. Wow, he takes. This comes as a big surprise. His bishop on g7 is terrible, I think. So bishop d2. Now I think white has a positionally winning advantage. Let's go b4. I'm trying to play for the c5 pawn break. Okay, if he wants, I can trade off. Yeah, this is a very nice position for white for sure. I think black has absolutely no counterplay here whatsoever. I think it's even safe to castle, which isn't so often against the King's Indian. What to do next? Let's go queen c2. Just trying to stop pawn break. Let's go knight a4, maybe with the idea of c5. Trying to support my pawn breaks. Can I go c5 here? Takes. Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, now I am positionally completely winning, guys, so that is nice. My opponent definitely needs to try taking on c5, yes, and then going c6. And I guess I'll go d6 or something. Okay, here I just go rook here and I'm completely winning. So this move I don't understand. Yeah, it's very nice to end with a win because I think he has no counterplay here. Unless he flags me, I will win this game. I'm even threatening bishop takes a5 already. This is a nightmare because black has no play on the king side. The bishop on g7 is an absolute idiot. So yeah, this is a very nice position for sure. I think I can just take on b6 and go rook b1 and I'm just positionally winning. Yeah, I think this is the equivalent of a positional win. So many weak light squares as well. Yeah, let's go rook c7. Sure, if knight d6, just bishop d3, I think. I'll just go bishop d3. Just need to be careful not to... Wow, I let his bishop get way too active, guys. That was unnecessary. But his pawn on e5 is also weak, so I guess I'll try and tie him down to that weak pawn. I have the fancy move bishop a6 because after rook takes a6 there will be rook takes c8. I don't know when I should use this move. I gave him f3 though, which was pretty unnecessary. Let's go king f1 and I guess I can pre-move taking on c6. Yeah, I misplayed it a little, but I still think I'm winning here. Should be 5 or something. Rook d5 next. Complete dominance on the light squares. Can I try bishop c4 in this position? I'll try bishop a6. Wow, this was a bad move. I'll go bishop b5. Wow, I really misplayed it, guys. Suddenly it's a very unclear position. Unbelievable, guys. I misplayed it so badly. Now, this is crazy, guys, if my opponent even wins this game. Because here he was dead lost, like completely lost. And if he's able to win completely losing positions, then I don't know anymore, guys. Then it is beyond me. Okay, goes knight b4 and I have to take, I guess. And it's probably a draw here. Okay, I'm just going to take. He's very active, unfortunately, so it's not good. Okay. And now I have very bad winning chances. Let's go king d3 with the idea of bishop c4. Suddenly I'm slightly more happy about my position. And I have decent winning chances. Now I think I'm even slightly better. I don't know by how much. Yeah, I shouldn't have given him this move though. Okay, I have to try and win a pawn. Let's give a check. Yes, my opponent blundered a piece, guys. Let's go. Okay, we got him in the end. This was a very bad game, but I guess I won in the end. Yeah, what a bad score though, guys. 2.5 to 5.5, and I guess that was the end of that banter cup. That was unfortunate. Come on, I don't have enough energy after losing such a bad game. But okay, what did Geary even do? I mean, I don't really remember. He did something strange, but I don't know. Okay, I guess let's analyze the games I played. These were not nice games at all and very slow too. Yeah, I just lost so many games because I had the touchpad. This is what Thank you so much for following me Simba 8. Congrats on what? Congrats on losing terribly, yeah, maybe. It's very funny actually if you win a game and then you congratulate your opponent and said, wow, you really played to your full potential. That would be really funny, guys. Yeah. Were you streaming, by the way, Simba 8? Yeah, you know, Simba, we have this Blitz and Chill O2 guy who is like completely crazy in the chat. He writes, yeah, you know, he wrote in Norwegian now some real nasty stuff. I'm not going to share what it means, but yeah, it's really nasty. Yeah. Ah, wow. You're feeling kind of ill, wow. Maybe it's the coronavirus. Coronavirus. Yeah. On Saturday when we play, you will stream. Ah, nice, nice. Yeah, I guess hopefully I will get my rematch on Saturday. I guess I'll play again against my good friend CM Vandal. Yeah, let's have a look at the games I played. Or we played, you can say. Is this our first game? I think so. Yeah, I mean, I've recently been trying to learn E4, E5, so I mean, I read the Chessable course, and now I feel like I'm an expert on E4, E5. You know the one by Jan Gustafsson? George Hua 2008. I wish it was, I wish it was. But it means something quite different to George Hua, but you can believe it means that if you want. Yeah, E6 is a very interesting line. I actually read a book by Victor Balagan, and I also read this Chessable course by Jan Gustafsson, and they both recommend A6. Yeah, I know, but I don't really want to use Gusti's E4 repertoire. What do you mean, Simba 8? What do you mean by you don't want to use his repertoire? Do you not trust Jan Gustafsson, or? Who are you speaking to, by the way, Blitz and Jello 2? Yeah, here D6 is the move, I think. Do I wonder is D5 possible in this position, guys? Maybe D5. Yeah, I think I confused the variations, and maybe D5 is possible. Well, I'm sorry, George. Yeah, you realized what it meant, unfortunately. So yeah, I do. But you like some changes in Italian because probably almost every move is playable. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I've seen you play stuff like C3, E4. Yeah. Yeah, you saw my comment on John Bartholomew channel saying that I like the E4, E5 repertoire. Yeah, wow, PN 2206. You really stalked me, man, if you know that. But okay, weird flex. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's cool, man. Yeah, I really have to double check if D5 is playable here. I doubt it is, but who knows if it is, guys. I think maybe D5 is the move I play after A4. I think so, guys. Now that I remember it, I think this is the move. And here I always forget what to play. I think it's Bishop G4. Yeah, isn't it this line? Bishop G4 here. Then H3. And if white is greedy, then I think... I clearly remember studying that after knight takes E5, there is queen H4. But I guess this is in a completely different position. Yeah, must be in a different position because here D4 is possible. Wow, Blitz and Chill. Yeah, George Shaw, it really isn't nice, that's for sure. You were just checking out the comments on his video. Oh no, that's so gross, Blitz and Chill, come on, man. That's so funny. But okay, I'll have to double check if D6 or D5 is the theory here. Yeah, here Bishop A7 is the move I remember, and then castles. And here I think this move knight G4 was possible with the idea of king H8. And after H3, I think I can go F5 in this position. I clearly remember studying something like this, and if knight H2, then G3 I think was good. But maybe it's in a different position, but yeah, this F5 motive is very typical, I guess. Yeah, PN 2206. We have a very crazy viewer, Blitz and Chill. Oh, two shout out to this crazy viewer. Yeah, I guess he's insulting you slightly. Yeah, but this I think it's wrong to play rook e1 because it allows knight g4 followed by f5. So I mean here black should be very good. At least from a practical point of view, it should be a very good position. But yeah, I play f5 as possible. It turns out, yeah. Yeah, I think f5 was the move for sure. Though I went knight h6 in this game, and still went for the f5 move, but a bit slower, having played knight h6. Okay, George Hua, see you, man. Okay, b5, I went knight a4. Sorry, knight a5. And then here I think I made a slight inaccuracy f4. It is very tempting to go f4, g5, g4, but I simply think it's way too slow, yeah? But some complicated lines which you never studied, yeah? I see Simba 8, yeah. Yeah, it becomes some really sharp stuff for sure. Okay, f5. Yeah, d4 I think is a logical reaction, blocking my bishop on a7. Tried protecting my pawn on b2, and here I was scared of stuff like c4 with the idea of bishop b2, but I guess the computer doesn't really care about such stuff. Okay, interesting. The computer doesn't like bishop e6, I wonder why. No, it isn't PN 2206, but I think this Blitz and Chill guy is crazy, don't mind him. Yeah, here, yeah, I was very scared for a moment, because I thought I simply had blundered a piece. Wow, Blitz and Chill was just about to write something real nasty. I blocked it though. To get a timeout. I hate timing people out. I mean, on this one stream, I actually got timed out once and it didn't really feel too well. Yeah. I asked, I think it was Mark Esserman, what he thought of whatever, I won't say it. But to be honest, I don't think it's really inappropriate what I said. I mean, it's not like it's a bad word or something. But CM, did you think you were winning a piece here? Because for a moment I thought you were actually winning a piece in this position. Wow, I had rook takes a4, guys. I completely missed it. Oh no, guys. And here I am clearly worse. I was surprised my opponent didn't take on b6, but maybe he has better moves than this. Though yeah, I thought this would just be a pawn up for him. Yeah, he missed knight c6. Yes, but yeah, you missed knight c6. Yeah, I also missed it. It was such a lucky find, yeah? Or else it would just be a piece down. Okay, my one g5. I mean, I have to try something in this position. Yeah, the computer doesn't even hate g5, but yeah, I'm just a pawn down. Yeah, no compensation whatsoever. Fortunately, there is time though, which... Yeah, wow, this is very nice by the computer to see that you can take here and go queen c3, and then my pawn on e5 is impossible to defend. Yeah, and my king is just so open, guys. Blitz and Chill, I have many questions to ask about your intentions, but I guess I won't ask them. Yeah, fortunately, I was very happy when I saw rook take c7 when I could just take on f6. I haven't followed you, Sharky Crook. I need to do that, man. I'll do that after the stream. Don't worry, Sharky Crook. Yeah, I'll be watching the Dutch Championship. Yeah, we know Blitz and Chill, you turn Farson. That's a good one, Simba 8, you turn Farson. Yeah, because he's being a bit childish. That's so funny, Blitz and Chill. But to be honest, he gives me the laughs though, so I'm not really complaining. Will you be streaming the Dutch Championship as well, Simba 8? Or why am I calling you that when I can be calling you CM instead of Simba 8? Okay, and here, yeah, my opponent resigned. Kind of makes sense because I'm a rook up. Yeah, this would be one of my few victories this match. Okay, let's have a look at some other games that were played in this match. Okay, this is the second game where I felt as if I was winning. Blitz and Chill, that's so disgusting. Now, probably I won't stream, but you'll play under 16. Can you play two categories at once, Simba 8? Sorry, CM. Can you play under 16 and under 18 as well? Is that possible? Maybe I should perhaps flip the board. Yeah, there we go, guys. According to Food Urkedal, the refutation of the King's Indian is the move h3. And how do I get out of this? Yeah, this is how I do it. Yeah, White's idea is of course to play... you will play all of the championships, I think. Is that possible? Are they at like different points in time? Yes, CM. I guess we're old people now. Yeah, I can't play in under 14 anymore. You could try sneaking in though, but yeah. Blitz and chill, no! Oh no, that's so gross. That's so disgusting, man. Here knight a6 is actually slightly more accurate in this position, because then after g4, there is the move knight c5, and now I can't defend with knight g3, and I have to go f3 or bishop g2. While after a5, g4, knight a6 is the main move, and here knight c5 is the main move. But now I can defend very conveniently with the move knight g3. CM, do you know this Arthur the Winter guy? I mean, he's from the same country as you, so do you know him? Yeah, I think you do, judging by... nice. Yeah, that's probably means you know him, yeah. Cool. Okay, h5, I'm very curious how to react to this move. I chose to go for f3, which seems logical, but here there are many reactions. I think taking is wrong in this case, because then there is knight takes h5. And I mean, it's also interesting and can... I see, CM. Yeah, for sure. And here, yeah, I feel as if it's a good structure for black. I mean, there's a weak pawn on h3. White does get the open g-file, but it's not enough. White has a bad structure. I don't see White's attack. I mean, the knight on h5 is a brilliant blockading piece as well. Why not, CM? Why can't you play the blitz? Sparked my curiosity. Wow, rook g1 with the idea of pawn takes h5, and then the rook will be on an open g-file. But this is a kind of creative move. You don't see much. What do you mean by you don't see much? Okay, here bishop f2, but I think after h4 I'm able to win a pawn, and this should be very nice for me. I think I'm just up a pawn in this position, guys, so I was pretty happy here. I was a pretty happy guy. What's the idea? What am I missing here? Okay, why is this so great? For me, I wonder. Okay, let's say I castle next, for instance. Yeah, maybe the bishop on g7 is bad. So you can calculate if you need to. Why is this +4? Yeah, see, I'm very shocked as well. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, okay, this bishop on g7 is an idiot. I think we can agree on that. And then white is a pawn up, but I don't see why it should be enough to be +4. It shouldn't be, really. But why is it then? That's the question. Let's say bishop d7, for instance, very logical move. Okay, takes, pawn takes. Why is this so dangerous? Okay, I start to push my pawns a little, but really... Okay, I guess white is able to attack in this position. Okay, h5, I guess it's pretty good to... It's necessary to take on h5. Okay, I think planting a knight on e4 is definitely one of the ideas. Wow, did you see that, guys? I saw the move rook takes h5, make blitz chill mod, he will go insane. Wow, Sharky Croc, that would be so risky. Should I do that, guys? I don't know, it's a big risk, because he could probably ban everyone. Ooh, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, well, what a difficult name though. 5 Crodin... I think the last few letters form a very strange word here, but okay. Let's not focus on that. Okay, I guess white has a very solid attack, but really, you wouldn't expect bishop takes c5 to be so great. Giving up, he's gonna ban everyone because Sharky Croc, aren't you 12 years old? You can't talk like that, man. I don't think even I talked like that when I was 12. Actually, yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Hey, hello, man. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, but Blitz and Chill, sorry, Sharky Croc, this isn't the correct guy to imitate, Arthur. Should probably learn from someone else. This isn't a good model to learn from at all, Arthur. We here. Okay, I allowed some counterplay, to be honest. But I think it still should be a bit better here. Yeah, and here I had a very good move b4. I think this is a smart move. You're not learning from him, but yeah, okay, it's not a good guy to imitate either. Yeah, b4 is very good because then I kick out his knight from c5, and now I'm just up a clean pawn, and also have very good pieces as well. Very surprising how my opponent was able to draw this position. Yeah, king h2 is very smart, threatening bishop g2. I didn't think of that during the game. You're playing the rapid monthly today. I wish you luck, 5 Crodin NG3RS. I think NG3RS stands for something a bit nasty, but who knows. Yeah, this I'm very... now I play this very inaccurately. But what's the idea of knight a? Ah, I see knight a4 queen. My idea is to go c5, yeah? Ah, I see. But here, yeah, king h2 is a very smart move, threatening bishop g2 in this position. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Vahe Chessmood. I hope you're enjoying the stream, Vahe Chessmood. You're Vahe. Schrödinger. What does that mean? Well, yeah, the chat is very strange, but I guess it's always strange when Blitz and Chill is there. Yeah, king h2 would have been much better than what I did. And because here it's not so clear at all. I'm a pawn down, but I have a very nice pass d-pawn. We have to eat good games, thank TTYL. Talk to you later, I guess it's what it stands for. Yeah, see you later, Simba, or CM. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I hope you regret beating me as well. Okay, but here I'm able to push my d-pawn, and here I should have made a very cautious move, which I didn't. Yeah, wow, the pawn on e5 is hanging, guys. I didn't see that. I think this would have been the way to win, to take on e5. Because now my opponent probably doesn't get the perpetual the same way he did in the game. Because I just gave him a perpetual right away, guys. I just completely missed that the pawn on e5 is hanging, which isn't very nice. Just kidding. CM ugly guy? What do you mean, Blitz and Chill? I don't understand what you mean. Ah, CM because his name is CM. Ah, okay. That's kind of funny, I guess. Yeah, and here, yeah, I just gave him a perpetual. That was so sad, guys. I mean, you know, I'm good friends with CM, but this is no reason to give him a perpetual in a winning position with a piece up, yeah? Blitz and Chill, I actually... should I allow this message? Fine, it's such a funny message, I will allow it. Yeah, Blitz and Chill. I don't even think that's true, by the way, but I won't go into more details on that. Yeah, CM, I don't think it's true what Blitz and Chill wrote. I mean, the stories say otherwise. Yeah, hopefully he is in the chat for at least a little bit so we could hear this funny discussion. Let's flip the board, guys, because I played black in this game. To make sense to look at it from the black perspective. Because my perspective is the only relevant one. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they are, but I don't think CM is one. I'm not sure, of course, but sorry, Vaha, I'm analyzing some games that I'm playing right now, but maybe I could play with you after I analyze the games. Okay, just the main line of the Caro-Kann, yeah? And then... yeah, what do I do after this bishop c3 move? Victor Balagan doesn't even mention it in his book, so I don't think this book is too good. Sorry, that the move bishop c3 is too good. Why didn't I castle? This makes a lot of sense. What's the problem, really? Yeah, I mean, just knight takes c5, I guess. Yeah, wow, why didn't I just castle, guys? That's very strange. Sorry, no problem, Vaha, but I could play with you after the game. I'm sorry, boss guy, you are a CM. Who is a CM? Is queen b6 bad? Wow, queen b6 blunders d5. It's funny how we missed that both games. I mean, this is why it's good to analyze games, yeah, because you can realize mistakes. Imagine if I would have played queen b6 in an actual game, and my opponent would have gone d5. I mean, then it would have been a real suffering. Let's see exactly what happens here. The first question is if I try and take it, then there is knight f5, and I think using this open e file on my king, white will be able to win some material. No, I'm a FIDE master. I'm not a candidate master. Yeah, a candidate master, that's pretty weak. I'm not one of those. Yeah, I'm a FIDE master, that's the one, 5. What should I call you? 5CHR0D1 and G3RS? Because you complicated name. Wow, Blitz and Chill was actually timed out. Which okay, I mean, fair enough. If I don't, it wasn't me who did it, so why not? Okay, if I take with knight and bishop takes g7, I assume. And if rook h8, I guess you just take the pawn on h6. And here white is up a pawn. Yeah, that's true. PN 2206, but I have 2000. I have a little over 2300, which is why I'm a FM and not a CM. Yeah, Blitz and Chill not so chill anymore. Yeah, Sharky Croc, what a punchline that is. Yeah, Arthur the Winter, nice punchline there, Arthur. Wow, I don't think I've ever met anyone with the name Arthur. Yeah, such an awesome name, Arthur. Okay, but do I have anything better than knight takes e5? No, but here I think I'm okay. I think it's roughly equal here. This was my impression, at least. I tried. What did I even try? Yeah, wow, I just didn't consider giving the pawn on f7 up. But then there is rook f8. What's the idea after knight d6? Rook takes f2. Wow, I didn't think of that. I just thought any norms. And you just need to have over 2300 to be a FIDE master. You don't need any norms. Wait, are you asking me if I have any IM norms and GM norms PN 2206? Is this the question? Yeah, here I am slightly passive, but okay, it's not much worse. And here I thought that f6 was a very ambitious move, and this endgame should be better for me because I have a very good central pawn, a potentially active knight in the center, and very good control over the d-file. So here black has a clear advantage. I think I played okay in this game. But yeah, here I wasn't sure exactly how to react to the move b4. Wow! Wow, guys! I completely missed this tactic. Oh, thank you so much, Vache Chessman, for the compliment. Thank you so much, my friend. You don't need FM titles to get. Sorry, you don't need norms to get the FM title PN 2206. Ooh, that's a nice. That's a nice emote, Vahe Chessman. I wonder who that person is. Forehead. Yeah, what on earth is forehead? I think it's something from football, yeah. But wow, guys, rook a8, such a beautiful move, guys. Attacking this pawn on a2, and it turns out that if white defends it with king b2, there is a cheeky move, rook takes a2. So pretty, guys. I missed this. To be honest, I just didn't see it. This would have been so nice. The knight c3, a fork on the king. Sorry, on the king and on the rook as well. The king needs to move, and then you just take the rook. And the knight isn't getting trapped, as after king c1 there is knight c3, and black has won a very healthy pawn, and is just a healthy pawn up. Yeah, that would have been nice, guys, but instead I played the rook. I just missed the tactic. Here black is much better. Yeah, wow, I just missed knight takes c3 as well. I was thinking about knight takes b4 for a funny reason, but that doesn't work. But somehow I forgot to check the move knight takes c3. That's a bit strange, and here okay, I'm slightly better. But we have like a couple of seconds left here, yeah, and so I will just play strange moves. Then yeah, I just missed what my opponent did, and I just gave him so much counterplay, and suddenly he's just completely winning. But then I'm able to take on c3 and b1, and now I am the one who's winning. I just give many random checks. And yeah, unfortunately, my opponent flagged me in this position, but I had a touchpad, so it took like 1 second to make a move. I mean, I was up a lot of time before we entered this flagging endgame, which was completely equal. Right, let's have a look at the next game, guys. Yeah, what a tragic way to lose a chess game, to get flagged in an equal position. Any chance I can get you to play me a game? Yeah, sure. I mean, I could maybe play a game with you after I finish analyzing the games I played in this match. Here I think b3 is a possibility, yeah? I think actually in a Word document I will write what I did well and what I did not so well in this match, to learn from it as well. Because it's always good to try and learn. Okay, a4 the computer doesn't like. Yeah, I had this move knight e5 using the weak e5 square. Okay, let's see what happens. Bishop takes e5 or knight takes e5. Which move to try first? Let's say knight takes e5, pawn takes e5. I don't think it matters if the bishop goes to e7 or c7, so let's just make one of those moves. And I'm very curious if this structure is good for me or not. You're welcome, 5, C, H, R, and all those numbers continued after your name. Rook c1 here. Which is a logical move, but I'm not so certain about this structure, guys. I mean, I don't really think white is too much better in this position. Any chance that will be before the tournament? When are you going to play the tournament? 5, C, H, R, 0, D, 1, and etc. Okay, this structure is not so good. I feel the pawn on e5 is obviously blocking my bishop, so I don't like it too much, to be honest. Maybe it's an equal position. I try to go a4 with the idea of exchanging of my opponent's powerful dark squared bishop. But here, yeah, he could have avoided an exchange with the move c5. I think this would have been a very nice move. It begins at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, which time? I mean, we could be living in different time zones. In 45 minutes. Ah, okay, because that's at 7 for me. So, yeah, we live in different time zones. Which country are you from in that case? 5CHR, etc. You should call scroding. Well, I see now, I see. Okay, I understand. Wait, are you Dutch? No, wait, you can't be, because then you would have been in the same time zone as me. Yeah, scroding. Okay, scroding, fair enough. Scrodinge. Yeah, that sounds very German, scrodinge. Here I was slightly happy with my position, because my opponent has a light squared bishop, and also a lot of pawns on the light squares as well. This isn't really ideal because he has a lot of dark squared weaknesses, like let's say c5, d4, f4. These are all weak squares I could be hoping to use at some point in the game. You're American, fair enough. And here, yeah, I thought about f4, but I never really decided on it. Wow, this is a very nice idea. Queen takes g5, rook f3, threatening rook g3. King h8, and what's my next idea? Is it to take here and then go queen d4, or? This is very positionally nuanced, guys. I'm very curious about this. Bishop d7. Is it possible to capture a pawn here? Yeah, I think it is possible. So white is a pawn up here. Yeah, I mean, if black doesn't go bishop d7, then the rook on f8 is hanging. So I mean, something like this is possible, but not so good, I think. But yeah, this opening, which my opponent played, is actually very interesting. Yeah, but you don't have a dark squared bishop to counter those weaknesses. But I have a knight, which I would very gladly place on a dark square. So it's really a lot about if I'm able to maneuver my knight onto a nice dark square. And here, yeah, I just completely misplayed it. I should just have gone for the instinct with bishop takes e4. And just say, okay, I mean, yeah, knight g1 I actually missed. I only thought about knight e1 for a strange reason, which is very passive. But knight g1 is a very nice move indeed. which actually is hoping to use exactly what we were talking about. A knight e2 is the idea next, perhaps, with the idea of knight f4 or knight d4. We'll have to see on the situation. Probably knight f4. Yeah, c5 I shouldn't have allowed. And now it's not so clear. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken on d5. I should have gone for the plan with knight g1, knight e2, knight f4, attempting to use my opponent's weak dark squares. I couldn't pay you to play knight g1, but okay, but usually you don't pay people during chess, yeah? Okay, but you go backwards, yes. You go back to g1. You're moving backwards. But the intention is to then go forwards with knight e2, knight f4 and use the weak dark squares. A very positionally justified idea. But don't worry, I'm not going to pay you to play knight g1. Yeah, I tried going b4, but it really doesn't threaten anything, so it's not too great. Yeah, still the idea of knight g1, guys, prevails in this position, and the knight e2, knight f4 next. Yeah, and sadly, I just blundered knight g3. I saw it after I made the move. You would resign in this position. No, but usually it's a very good rule to never resign, yeah? Wow! I had a defense! I had rook c3 here, guys, but I completely missed it. No, unbelievable, guys. And it suddenly turns out, yeah, that after the queen moves, I can just move my knight. And I'm not losing a lot of material. Yeah, I thought I had to just move my knight and then rook takes f2 would be winning. So wow, guys, I missed rook c3. Is rook e1 possible as well? That's the question. Yeah, rook e1 would also have been survivable. Wow, this is something I definitely should have gone for, guys. Should just have taken on e4, unbelievable. Yeah, queen e2 just loses the game right away, guys. So that was a very unfortunate miss by me, because I could have avoided losing this game. Okay, I went for Caro-Kann again. We went for the exact same variation. This is why it's important to analyze lines. Well, we're high enough rated to know when resigning is the thing to do. Yeah, resigning is something you should really not do. You should avoid it to a very high degree. Only in like completely losing position should one resign. But even if you find, like, let's say you're down on some material, but you find one final trick, well, go for it. I mean, you're not going to lose anything by going for it. Yeah, taking on c5, and I think I'm already better here. Yeah, I just went for the overambitious move, bishop c5, and after queen c4, I just need to go queen b4 or queen a6 maybe. Wow, wow, this is such a beautiful motive, guys. Rook h4 or rook d4. A very nice skewer on the knight and on the bishop. If the bishop moves, then white is able to take the knight. If black does nothing, white takes the bishop. And if black tries to defend the bishop on b4 with the move a5, white reinforces the attack with the move a3. So wow, guys, this is an incredible tactic by my opponent here. Wow. Yeah, bishop c5, my idea with knight a4. I should just have gone for logical castles, rook c8. But here, yeah, I just lost a piece, and I don't think it's interesting afterwards. I didn't get any counterplay at all, unfortunately. It's not easy playing a piece down. It's not easy. And in this game, I think I got a very promising position here. But yeah, I messed up a little. Here, yeah, and I definitely need to just take on g6, guys, because that's disgusting, blitz until that's just so gross. Yeah, it's just very positionally justified to take here and go knight d7. The c5 square is very weak. I was hoping I could take on b7, but I guess the computer is not so optimistic. Let's say I go f4 to defend the pawn, then there is knight c5, queen takes a7, and wow, rook a8, guys, I missed it. My queen on a7 is officially trapped, wow. Yeah, PN 2206. Yeah, he's back from the timeout, unfortunately. That's funny. But wow, this was a very nice way to trap my queen. Knight d7 in this position. I definitely have to remember it. Ooh, Yusuf 10 is challenging me, but I will analyze the games though that I played. Let's go back. Yeah, here I'm. He should just always take on e5, I think, because then I don't get the bishop there. And I also think it's a bad structure for me, because for instance the c5 square is weak here. Also the pawn on e5 is potentially weak as well, so I just really think it's a very sour position for white. So I shouldn't have allowed it. Talking about queen traps, you had a nice queen trap in a match you played today. Ah, that's nice to hear, PN2206. I hoped you enjoyed the pleasure. I hoped you really felt it when you saw that queen trap. Yeah, bishop b4 is not a good move because I have the bishop pair for free now, and white is clearly better in this position. I don't know if it's a big advantage, but as you see I have the bishop pair, and I think his bishop on b4 is misplaced as well, so I was quite happy when my opponent played bishop b4. Blitz and chill, that's... No, that's so funny. Oh, wow. This hostility. Blitz and chill, that's so cruel, man. Oh my. Yeah, I'm very glad that very many people watching the stream don't understand Norwegian, because it's just so nasty what he's writing, yeah? So nasty, guys. Taking on c4 is strange because it gives up the center. Instead, yeah, the move knight e4 is very logical, with the idea of taking the bishop pair away from white. Now I guess it's best to take here, but then I no longer have the bishop pair. I've had to give off one of the bishops. And I guess if I try and go bishop d2, then there is pawn takes c4, knight takes d2, followed by pawn takes c4. As after queen takes c4, there is queen takes b2. And after queen takes b6, I think pawn takes b6 is very justified. And black is a pawn more. Black is simply a pawn. By the way, I can understand that. Really? Who are you, 5-chair OD? Are you Norwegian by any chance? Wrote was nasty. Ah, you translate what is wrong. Yeah, that's funny, guys, that you're translating. Yeah, he wrote some sick stuff, guys. Yeah, I think a4 with the idea of a5 is very interesting idea, and I think very justified. Wow, yeah, rook fc1 would have been much better than the passive queen e2. But to be honest, I think I made a mistake. Yeah, I was a bit too passive with queen e2. I was like, oh no, he's attacking me, I need to defend. But this really shouldn't affect the mentality during the game, I guess. So queen e2 was a bit too passive. I think this is slightly due to psychology, but I panicked a little when I saw the threat of knight takes g4. Funnily enough, the computer says that queen e2 is fine now, but I think rook fc1 is much more tempting than queen e2. Yeah, I tried to preserve the bishop pair. Wow, I could have opened up the position with f4. I just missed that, guys. I missed it. Yeah, but a6 is very justified, attacking the base of my opponent's pawn structure, of his pawns in b6 and c6, and this will leave him with a couple of weak pawns. So a6 is a move I'm very happy to execute. And here, yeah, he has a weak pawn on c6 and a weak pawn on a7, while I only have a weak pawn on b2. So it's clearly in my favor, but here I went for the very strange move e4, giving the bishop pair back, but I think e4 is just a bad move, to be honest. Because I really give up the d5 square, so e4 was just bad. And yeah, okay, a couple more moves. I thought h4 was interesting, trying to generate some counterplay. But I think it's actually a pretty decent move, h4. Essential, did you take your meds today? That's funny. Bishop takes d5, I didn't think of. Why is this such a great move? Just pawn takes d5. What? I don't really understand, guys. I'm just down a pawn here, and I have queen d2, yeah, and it's a draw, but I don't even want a draw though. Doesn't seem like it, PN 2206. Nope, it doesn't at all. Yeah, I kept on missing this bishop takes d5 move, but what exactly is the idea? It's to go rook c7, I guess. Queen b5 next, perhaps. And what do I want? Queen g4. White has some initiative here for sure. But it was difficult to go for this with only seconds left. But yeah, for sure it's interesting. Here white is better, I think. I have very strong potential with the g6 pawn break. Here I need to go rook c1. It's very difficult to understand what the difference is between these moves, yeah? Yeah, threatening my opponent's weak pawn on e6, which he just gave away. It's a very sharp position for sure, and I just gave him knight e3. This is not so good. Yeah, and it just turned out that suddenly I was losing. Yeah, suddenly it was just a losing and pawn endgame. Completely out of the blue. Yeah, f3 is a terrible move, and I also knew it, but I had very little time left. f3 is the move I really don't want to make, because it gives up the e3 square. But in time trouble, I just didn't see what else to do. But of course, just bishop f3 is much better. Let's have a look at a few more of the games we played. Wait, I was black in this game. Let's flip the board in that case. Okay, so far I think it's just normal moves here, and the rook e8 is probably not the best move. Wonder if knight g5 is possible. And then you go for f4, yeah? This is very interesting, at least. I'm not sure if it's good, but it's very interesting. Yeah, it's probably very decent practically, because in this position, white gets one more pawn in the center. The pawn on f7 is a potential target. But yeah, there is this knight move, nice move, knight e5. The idea is that it wins this bishop on c4. As if the bishop moves, then you can take the pawn on d3. Yeah, I missed this knight. I missed everything of this, of course. But I guess knight g5 is nothing to worry about. It's pretty much the conclusion. And here knight a5 is unnecessary. I should just take on a1 and then go knight e7 at some point. I don't know if I want to take on c4 and then play knight e7. Hard to say. Yeah, here I'm slightly worse because my pawn on a5 is weak. Here I obviously should have taken on e4 prior to capturing, because my opponent got this pawn takes e5 idea due to my inaccuracies. And here knight c5 is just a bad move, which I should just take the pawn on e5. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, here my opponent is able to win a pawn. And he has very good winning chances in this position. I passed my follower goal, thank you. This is outdated actually. It only takes into account the followers who begin following during the stream. I have more than 100 followers, but it's written 53 because it's how many followers have joined during the stream. So it's the wrong number. Thank you though, PN2206. Yeah, I tried to play this actively. I'm not sure if it's in my favor or not to trade queens. This is a very serious decision, of course. But I thought I would have chances in holding this ending. And then here I think it's a draw, actually. Though, what's the idea of rook c2? Probably is no idea, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think e4 works in this position. I think e4 is the losing move, guys. I just didn't saw. Yeah, but followers only chat kind of forces it, though. What do you mean 5? Crodingers? You're saying that I should maybe do a followers only chat so that more people would follow me. Is this what you're suggesting? And maybe I could think about it, for sure. Yeah, I think e4 is the losing move. Here I thought my e-pawn would generate strong counterplay, but my opponent neutralizes it with a very smart move rook f5 with the idea of rook e5, and here I'm just dead lost because he wins my pawn on e4. So instead rook f1, but is descending winning or not? Let's say king g4, check. Yeah, it seems winning, guys, so did I do any mistakes here, or is it just winning from the start? Might be winning from the start because I think e5 is a very serious weakness, and I would much rather have my pawn in e6 because it's much easier to protect that way. Okay, let's have a look at the final game we played. Let's flip the board, guys, because I was white in this game. Okay, I went for this system. This is actually what I played against CM in one rapid game. Ah, but is there a followers only chat? Is the chat followers only? Because I can't actually see if it is followers only or not. I cannot see that. Yeah, this is the system I played against CM the first time we played in Rapid. It was in the end of 2019, and I actually won that game, which is why I was hoping I would have a psychological advantage and use it in this match, but I guess it didn't really work out that way. You play, yeah, the King's Indian. Very risky opening, to be honest. It can just positionally lose right away. According to strong Grandmaster Fodur Kidal, it's just lost. But it can give interesting play if your opponent is careless. I think at your level, what's your rating? If it's below 2000, then you can definitely play the King's Indian. I think even if it's below 2300, you could play it. Really, black can potentially get a lot of play for sure. Yeah, and here knight e7 is inaccurate. My opponent needs to sacrifice the pawn with knight d4. Unfortunately, he didn't know about that. So I guess he didn't study it, because this is exactly what happened in our first game. And I think this position is really nice for white, and here knight h2 is a pretty bad move because it allows f5. Maybe it's not so bad. My idea is obviously to go g4 and just close down the king side, so that my opponent has no counterplay on the king side. And this is where his pawn structure is pointing towards, while my pawn structure, I'll have a pawn on f3 soon, is pointing towards the queen side. This really means that if the king side is closed, then my play on the queen side would be very good. This decision surprised me, but not the computer isn't as surprised by it. But here I thought this was an absolute dream, because my king is completely safe. My opponent has a terrible bishop on g7. Thought this would be a really nice position, especially when I execute c5. I thought I was close to winning in this position. Yeah, I thought this must be completely winning. But at some point I played a bit inaccurately, I think. Wow, I had the tactic rook takes c5. I missed it, guys. The King's Indian is too risky. Yeah, the King's Indian is very risky, PN 2206. It's very fun, but it's very risky as well, yeah. Queen's Gambit declined. Yeah, Queen's Gambit declined is a very solid safe opening. Find a hack, I follow you because I want to chat, and then I unfollow you. Ah, Blitz and Shell, that's funny. Okay, but when I allowed this, it suddenly became a bit unclear. And here, yeah, I should just go rook b5, so I win this pawn on e5, but I just missed it, and suddenly my advantage is pretty much gone. And wow, I had bishop e6 in this position with the idea of bishop b2, what? The knight e7, and then there is bishop d7, I guess. Ah, no, there is this tactical move, rook takes d6. Wow, guys, this would have been a very nice way to finish, but yeah, suddenly it's actually white is not better at all. And now I'm just much worse. I'm like completely... And suddenly my opponent went into descending, which I think is equal. Then I was able to get a lot of activity, and suddenly I'm not worse. I don't know if it's possible to say that I'm better, but I'm not worse, that's for sure. Okay, and I get to pass the h-pawn. My opponent gets to pass the a-pawn. This becomes a very sharp position now. Yeah, I think this is over-ambitious. And here I was very lucky because my opponent blundered rook c4. Then he blundered his rook as well, which is quite nice because or else he could have had a chance to flag me. A positional advantage gives way for tactics. For sure, PN 2206, it definitely does. Right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the stream. See you in the